On this video, I'm going to share with you a game changer. I speak to so many of you and you're almost there, but you're not quite getting the results. And therefore, what do? You quit. All right. Now, I want to share with you a model here. I call it the pyramid model. And this is a model that if you can understand it, if you can really internalize this stuff, it's not just going to fast track and supercharge your rent-to-rent business. It's going to transform your life. Because let's face it, it's not easy. All right. It's not easy being successful in something, in business, in life, in relationships. And what tends to happen is most of us just quit. And sometimes the danger is you quit at the worst time. So what I want to do is I want to share this model with you. Let's check it out. So here we have it. This is the pyramid or the iceberg model. And what I want to do is I just want to draw a surface. All right. I want you to imagine an ocean. That's your ocean surface right there. Now, what's interesting is success lies at the top, the tip of the iceberg. And this for us is going to be your house, or it's going to be your money. Ultimately, it's your income, right? Now, what's really interesting, guys, is sometimes we have a tendency to look underneath the surface and think everything below is failure. That's what we think. Just imagine it, guys. Everything below is failure because you're not getting the results. And what I want to do here is I want to show you the steps that you need to take to get beyond the surface. Because what happens is we talk about rent to rent as binary. It's either deal is success and no deal is failure. But guess what? There's so many different steps that need to happen. If I give you a deal now and you're not able to cash flow it, that's failure. So it's not as simple as cash flow or non-cash flow, deal or non-deal. So what I want to do is I just want to focus on the bottom part of this pyramid at the moment. Let's focus right on the bottom. Now, the first thing you've got to do is really, really important is it always starts with a mindset. And the reason it starts with mindset is if you don't commit to this, if you're not 100% sure that you want to do this, nothing else matters. Once you've decided, okay, the mindset's there, the next step is going to be building the knowledge base. If you're watching this, you're in the right place. You're building your knowledge. But if you've got the knowledge, but not the mindset, i.e. you don't fully believe it, or you're not actually doing anything about it, there'll be no results. To the same extent, maybe you've got the mindset, but you've not got the knowledge. Well, guess what? That means that you're not going to be able to move forward because you just don't know the how. All right. You know what you want to do, but you don't know the how. So what happens is once you've got the mindset and you've got the knowledge, you're then ready to climb a little higher. And above, it is all about doing. In other words, you then need to actually do stuff, your action level. Now, just to remind you, you are currently still below the surface. So at the moment when you've done the mindset stuff, when you've got the knowledge, maybe you're doing a course or you're watching YouTube or you've got a mentor and that's fantastic. And you started to do stuff, but you've not got the result yet. So what can often happen here is we give up and we just quit. We just quit. It's not working. Rent to rent doesn't work in my area. The letting agents in my area just don't like it. I think that I've not got the time or whatever it is. You will play the victim and you will stop. Now, interestingly, after action's not enough. All right. What you then need is feedback. So what you need to do is you need to measure your action. You need to see, hang on a minute, I did X. It didn't work. Maybe you work with a mentor, or you watch, or you do research, and you have to go back to the mindset, back to the knowledge, and then do the action with that feedback. The biggest feedback I give my mentees is they are oversharing. They don't know how to communicate concisely what it is they do and why it benefits the landlord. And they often put words in their mouth. So you do action, but then you get the feedback. Now listen, we're getting there now. We're getting there. But we're not there yet. Because you could still easily fall off at this point and end up quitting, because in some ways you're even more hurt now because you've done the mindset, you've done the knowledge, you've done the action, you've done the feedback and still not got any results. So it doesn't work. And here's the interesting thing. Above the surface, what you've got to then do is you've got to repeat. Repetition is key. You got to do this stuff again and again and again. And those that keep doing it get the results, which of course is the deals and is the cash flow. So what I want you to do is I want you to have a look at your position right now, your business, where you're at in rent to rent, but also in business and life, and think about where you are in that model. You know, are you still lacking the mindset? If so, let's work on that. Do you have the mindset, but you don't have the knowledge? Well, let's get educated. Or perhaps you're doing all four things and maybe you are just sat there. You're just right here. All right? And all you got to do is keep going, and you could turn that red into a green and you can get the results. I hope you found this useful. You know what to do. If you find this useful, if you like content like this, hit the like button, comment below, share these videos, and I will see you in the next one.